Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body and keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound, and while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we are trying to explain some basic informations related to meditation practice and give some kind of help, guidelines for yourself to start a very good, clear foundation with meditation. Because when it comes to meditation, this word has a long history. Even before the Buddha, people used to practice meditation. So this meditation in the Pali, it's called bhavana, according to the Buddha's teaching. So bhavana is totally different than just kind of reflection or reminding or thinking about something. Sometimes nowadays, we use the word bhavana or the meditation to think about anything. Even when there are situations come, even the people have some problems or whatever they have done, then maybe when they keep thinking themselves, they say, I was meditating about it. Or maybe when they want to do something in the future, maybe they planning in their head and maybe they say, I was meditating about it. And sometimes some people close their eyes and without focusing to anything, that whatever come to their mind, and they just keep thinking about it. So sometimes people visualize light, and sometimes when they want to create any kind of image, maybe they go with that image. So like that, there are many ways. But when it comes to this bhavana or the Buddhist meditation, even though we don't want to label Buddhist meditation, we have to use that word to only practice point of view, because otherwise that here meditation mean it is not just you do something. So the very first thing that you have to have some kind of basic knowledge about the Buddha's teaching, because that is where your practice going to become more sharp and clear. So for that, you have to take some time and start to read about it, what the Buddha taught. And it's basically when it comes to the foundation of life, that we all go through the change, and this Four Noble Truth, we have to understand that is kind of like it is the foundation. Dukkha samudaya nirodha magga. Suffering, cause of suffering, cessation of suffering, path to cessation. Then we come to the Eightfold Path. And so sometimes we think, oh, suffering. It's kind of like the suffering that even though we use this English word suffering, I think when it comes to the Pali word, which we use the dukkha, that word, what that word explain is not going to clearly bring the meaning through the word we use, suffering. So there is a kind of like a language barrier for everything that happened, because first we have to understand about something. So our understanding can change our point of view. So to understand ourselves, we need words. So that is where the language is very necessary. So then sometimes that if we try to understand the dukkha or the suffering through the meanings that in day-to-day life that we use this word suffering, maybe you're not going to get the clear understanding. So that's why the practicing needs sometimes, and it is yourself. If you're really interested about this, then you have to little bit focus to that. Another thing is, overall, anybody can practice meditation, just sitting itself and closing your eyes or opening your eyes, or maybe doing certain ways. It gives some kind of conventional benefits. But here, the meditation is little bit more than that. Our purpose is not just maintaining our day-to-day conventional life. Our purpose is using this all the Dharma or the teaching, come to a more better place or getting to a more higher frequency or the understanding, and somehow go towards the Nibbana or the liberation as much as we can, according to our capacity. So at least if you try in that way, so it going to become, it's going to create a path for you to go in that way. So that's why when it comes to our life, there is no kind of like a permanent, independent, unchangeable anything around us. So whatever we experience, that everything belongs to change. And other than why it is changed like that, because anything not happen independently. Everything what we experience is a result of cause and effect. So when it comes to that, even though you see something, you experience something, you feel something, when you go into that, analyze it, you cannot see it. So that is the very nature of conventional world. So as example, that you can see this cup as a cup. So then what happens once you start to investigate about this cup, this name and form disappear and something else arise. So what is that? So then once you start to examine, once you start to go deeper into this, so you can go to porcelain. It's some kind of material. So once you focus to the porcelain, this cup disappears. Now you into cup and then porcelain, and in there more details. So like that. That's the nature of conventional world. Once you start to examine that what appeared disappeared. So as example, this computer, this cell phone, this mic, this light. So just imagine this computer. Now you have a computer or the cell phone in front of you. So you have a name for that, you have a size for that, there is a capacity for it. So then, okay, let's start to look into it. Look what is computer. And then what will happen? The very outside frame start to disappear, then you go into focus to something else. Then you go to the motherboard, hard drive, batteries. So many kind of chips. So like that, many things arise. So then get into the motherboard. So now you have a different picture. Now the computer disappear, now you are into motherboard. So go into motherboard. What is motherboard? Then you go into that. Then you go to the processor, memory, transforms. So then go into the memory. So then what is that there? What is there? So then the motherboard disappear, go into the processor. So you go to the processor and then what is there? Then motherboard disappear. So like that, that's the conventional world. When you start to focus to something, whatever appear to you, once you start to investigate, that appearance disappear. You can look with anything. So you appear as a person yourself with the name and forms. So then if somebody go into inside you, what will happen? This appearance disappear, go to the inside, heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, this all the muscles, veins, and the bones. You go to the bone, and so then it has a structure, skeleton. So then focus to that, what is bone, then it's going to disappear. So like that. But the thing is, what appears to us, we take it as it is. And it leads us to misunderstand. What caused the suffering? So that misunderstanding. Changeable things we take as unchangeable things. Impermanence we take as permanent. Selflessness we take as self. So that misunderstanding leads us to unsatisfaction, suffering. So that's, and another thing is, why it happened like that way? Because of deeply we have a desire. Desire related to not that the outside things, just the way that we think in this outside world. The desire arises inside us. Already it is there. We think when something we see, oh, we want. No, no, no. The desire already like a fire. It's already there. What happened when you meet its outside object, that the fire ignite, but otherwise the process is there, even though you don't see it. So this burning process, desire, causes unsatisfaction. But there is a way you can get out of it. Human life is the best place for that. So that's why whoever hear this is best time for you to think about that and deeply understand yourself. There is a way you can develop your mind not to get hurt out of this all the world, because we all are get hurt every day from this world, and we try to bring reasons and fix this outside world, believing there will be some kind of comfort for us. Actually, the real reason inside us So that's why practicing meditation overall give you some kind of understanding and ability for yourself to get out of this and at least maintain very tranquility state from the beginning. From that tranquility state, you can go into more deeper. But still, this is not for everybody. Until you get tired, maybe this is not going to work. Once you get tired about life, once you say this is enough for me, once you start to look how to exit, once you start to look your inner freedom, so that is the day you may understand this. Why? Because to understand this, you have to have some kind of strength, courage, wisdom within yourself. So you have to be matured with life. It can happen person to person in many different ways. There are some children within 2-3 years, they are so smart and they can talk different languages. They can even remember long words, and they know the history sometimes. It's different person to person. But then according to you, you have to understand what is your capacity. And then you have to work for that. And then every day, little by little, you have to add inner wisdom to your own practice. And that is where your own self-practice going to develop. So when it comes to this practice, important thing is understanding what is real, what is reality, even in the conventional level, because that understanding leads us to understand the ultimate truth. So the conventional truth depend on these 5 senses. There are 6, all these 6 faculties: eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. How this work? So real means in the present moment, you are capable to experience it with your senses. That is your reality. So then just imagine that you see there's somebody keep coming towards you. Maybe you are walk on the road and far away, somebody keep coming towards you. So then in the beginning, you think it is a person. So your eye allow you to capture that. And once you have it, what happened? According to, this is very important to remember, once your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, faculties, the senses capture, once it perceives something, your mind object start to put a name on it according to your capacity or according to your experience. So then you think it is a person, and then by the time that person come closer to you, you recognize it's a man. So that man, the name that you put, so this eye consciousness capture the image and bring the information, but your mind is the one who put the name on it, believing it is a man. And then that person come little bit more closer, closer, closer. And then you recognize it is not a man, it is a woman. So now what happened? That what you understood in the beginning as a man, you change. And then you know, oh, I am wrong. I am wrong. And it is a woman. So that now the picture of the woman, the name of the woman come to you according to that picture. So this all happen naturally. It's a very natural process. Even when you see something, and then naturally your ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, these organs start to merge with that. Then now you think, oh, at the beginning I saw the man, I thought it is a man, but then it's a woman. I misunderstood from the beginning. Now I understand. But this whole process, if you look very carefully, you didn't do it. There was a process, it happened. So that process you can't take as you. But conventional world, we take that as me. Oh, I am the one who experienced that. We stop there. So then what happens? Just imagine, according to the condition of the eye, maybe what you see, it's going to different. Or maybe if you are very weak person, the what appear to your ear going to different. And maybe you have kind of like a tired mind. And according to that condition, that whatever that you thought or say, it's going to be different. Or maybe you have an illness. Or maybe there are some vitamins, necessary vitamins not there. So maybe there is no enough energy in you to see it very clearly. See, then you can't justify that what the moment of experience that you had according to your perception is exactly 100% perfect. You can't. That what you hear, what you see, what you smell, what you taste, what you feel. So as example, as you know, during COVID time, and a lot of people lose the smell and the taste. So then just imagine somebody had the COVID virus, that person doesn't know about it, and maybe that person try to test something like wine or food or anything, like no taste. So then if you justify according to your capacity, oh, this is not good, that is not right. It's a wrong justification. It's a wrong understanding. But this is what happened to all of us. So then according to the person, each and every, remember this, each and every person understand the world according to their own capacity. So we have no ethical rights to tell to somebody, oh, you have to understand or you have to experience this way or that way like that. It's not going to happen. But at the same time, when somebody say it is like this is like that, we don't know what that person mean by. Why? Because according to that person capacity of the physical body and this all the five senses, and at the same time, according to the capacity of the knowledge or the understanding that person go through, the language that person know, change everything. So then remember yourself, when we're dealing with this outside world, that is the very nature of this conventional world. It's always depending from the momentary experience, but still it has limitations. So then how you know when you experience something, is that exactly right or wrong? How you know it is 100%? You saw it. How you know you are exactly right? So that is one thing. How are you going to justify yourself? Just imagine, maybe you have some kind of vision problem. So then you saw something, and then you believe you saw it. And then by the time you believe that you can see very clearly, but what you saw is not there. There was a person. That person thought his wife cannot hear, having some kind of this hearing problem. But he don't want to talk about it. He thought, oh, if I tell to my wife, it's not good. Maybe she get disappointed, unhappy. So what he did, he went to a doctor, one of his friend, and told, you know, my friend, my wife having some hearing problem. Can you help me? I want to help her. So if you give some medicine, I can give it to her. So his friend told, the doctor told, no, 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 we can't do like that. You have to bring her. So then he told, no, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to bring her to you. Maybe she feel bad. So then this doctor told, okay, then you do like this. You go home, stay 10 feet away, and then say something. Because I want to know how far your wife can hear distance. Stay 10 feet away and then tell something. And if she can't hear, step forward, come to 8 feet, come closer to her, and then say it again. If she don't reply, come closer. Now 5 feet closer to her, and then say again. So then by the time when she going to reply to you, remember the distance, how distance. So then I can understand that what kind of treatment she need. So then he was happy about it because now he can do something, right? So he went home. When he go home, she was cooking. So now he want to test her. So he was standing 10 feet away from her and start to ask, oh, honey, what are you doing? No reply. Now he come 2 feet forward and again asks, oh, honey, what are you doing? No reply. And then he came another, the halfway, 5 feet. Again asked. For the third time, she turned and got mad and told, can't you hear? 3 times I told you I'm cooking. So like that, sometimes we think the problem is within others. But actually, the biggest problem is within us. And sometimes we don't know about it. That is the nature of this conventional world. So then remember that all this experience come through our perception, what we perceive is something, of course, that we have to take it as a reality. But the thing is, you have to take a step forward rather than holding to that experience, rather than taking that experience as you, rather than clinging to that experience, rather than so to be hurried to react to it. The very first thing that you have to know, underneath this all, what's happening in you when you see the person, you through your eye and your mind bring a name, and then that person came closer, then what you saw, it start to change, and then yourself, you change the name. This all happens, and then finally you recognize, oh, it is in the beginning I saw somebody, I thought it is a man, but now it's a woman. So this whole process happens because of the change. That change, you are not doing it. So we all are bound to that change. All these six senses, all these six faculties bound to that change. So you can't name that change as you. So whatever appear as a result of that change, we take as life. That's why we say, oh, I saw this, oh, I thought this, oh, I know this. But behind that, the entire process happened, you know, because of the change. So if you are capable to go into that and observe that and recognize that, what will happen? So what you experience as something going to disappear. As I mentioned, with this computer, you know, this is a computer, conventional level, name, size, space, this everything hold by. But when you go observe it deeply, there is no computer, there is something else. The computer disappears. So same like that conventional experience, if you are capable to go into deeper it, what happens? That what you experience going to disappear. So then you can't, even though it disappear like this, in the conventional level, you can't tell there is nothing. Of course, there is something, but it's not permanent, and that whatever something appeared as something as a result of many other things. So once you understand this within your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, just imagine your consciousness, your awareness never going to hold it to anything. Because you know that whatever you experience in the moment is a result of change. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So allow your body to settle down itself, and you can gently close your eyes and bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation in front of your nose and your upper lip area. So be aware about your inhalation, exhalation. Do nothing extra. Just recognize it. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe Be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Also, by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya imaya dhamma patipattiya buddhang pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjisami idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.